So this is what we're doing. There's a log there, right there, and a log here. And there is a space in between because that log over there pushed out. So it gives a false sense of security when you're coming down here and they're plowing. So you get over there too far and you're going to go right between the logs with your tires, and then you're going to tumble in there with the vehicle. Now, I just cut that log off to fit over there. I'm going to have to cut that one off to fit on this side of that rock and this side of that rock, and it's going to nestle right down in there to give another high point. So there's a boundary. So we've got that log in over there, and we're working on this one here, but it's arced up a little bit, so he's going to roll that to help fix that gap. So the sun has decided to shine the last few minutes of daylight. The wind has gone down a little bit, so it feels warmer. It's still cold. So he's got that log where he needs to, where he wants it to be. But now, I don't know if you can see that rock right there slid down. So he's going to try to pull that rock closer to the road. We'll see. He's going to try to move that rock. Well, the ice just come out of the scoop there. I think he's given up that idea. Okay, I started recording, then my stepdad came down through. He's on his way out. So the logs are in place. That provides us some guidance over the culvert, especially the plow. That's what I was more interested in, is the plow, because that's plenty wide enough. It was plenty wide enough before. It's just people have to slow down. My goodness, they don't want to slow down on this road. You can talk to them 100 times. So he took some, well, there's a pile up in the pit. It's mostly sand, but it's damp, and that's what was accessible. It has a few rocks in it. So he put a couple of 3 buckets right here to help hold that log in place. I don't know if you can see it or not. Help hold that log in place. Over here, there was a pile of rocks. He just dug down in and piled the rocks up next to that one. So this log cannot move out. So over here, the log is smaller, and we're in agreement, him and I, my stepdad, that log is too small. But he did the same thing over there, took some of that stuff that was piled in the gravel pit, and you put it there. That'll freeze solid, that'll freeze hard. That rock is right there, that big rock, and he just wanted to support it a little bit more. So that's what he did. And he did the same on this side. So what I did, I come around and put reflectors You can't see it. I put reflectors right there temporarily. My goodness, you can't even see it. There's reflectors right there. Right there. On each end of the logs. And we were out here. It was so cold, folks. The wind was blowing. We're right out in the open. And the sun did come out right at the end, and the wind died down. But the cold moved in, right? Because it was getting dark. So this is done. This is done. Another day. I'll put those reflector stakes on the logs. And someone already asked me. No one did this. No one else did this but me with a broken rib and my 84-year-old stepdad. Are the ones that do 99% of the road maintenance in here. And someone who did not help, that complains about the road quite a lot, said, don't you know those reflectors aren't going to do anything once it starts snowing? Are you going to come down here every time there's snow and move the snow away so the reflectors can be seen? I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That right there is, those reflectors are temporary to let everybody know that there's something different in the road. You can still go through. It just shows that there's logs there now, and the stakes with the reflectors on have not been put up yet. So, bitch, that the road is like it is. They help make the road a whole lot worse, so it needs more maintenance. But they've got every excuse in the book not to help. And then when it's done, they're still bitching. I'm done. I'm over it. My stepdad, I did not express my frustration, but he just stopped. And he said, what's up? And I said, I put those reflectors up. And he said, yeah, someone will bitch about that too. He said, I'm so tired of hearing the complaints. And not one person but you and I fixing the goddamn road. I said, I get it. I've been flustered for a very long time over that. And it will never change. It will never change. So, he's flustered. I'm flustered. We both are out here most of the day in the cold. And at least one person still complained. Right? So, I've been outside all day, which is nothing new. I'm usually outside all day. But I only got a couple hours sleep last night, so I'm kind of tired. And I'm going to go in. I got to close up my birds. And then I am going to take these boots off my feet and warm my body up. Yeah, I am. See this? I got a motion sensor light. I got motion sensor lights everywhere. You cannot walk in this yard without a light coming on. You just can't. And I don't even need my flashlight. I'm going to go close the birds in. If you want to come with me. A light. My bones hurt. My ribs hurt. There's no light in here. Hey, babies. I'm going to close you in. Hey, Blue Eyes. And all the ducks are right there and behind that. We're behind the geese. So, I'm going to go in and warm up, folks. I'm just gonna go in and warm up. So you all have a good night. Be good. Thanks for stopping by. I've got to fix this right here. This is now up off the ground. This skid right here is up off the ground. That right there is rotting. So I got to pay attention. Oops, I got to close the feed coop. I should do that, right? Close the feed coop. And go in. Woo! Yeah, that's supposed to swivel, but it does, but not really. I should give him some glowing eyes. All right. Y'all have a good night.